Hi, Aaron. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Matt. I'm Tammy Reese with Heart of Hollywood Magazine. I am dying to know your backstory of how you guys met and what was the reason to create Fairfax in the first place.
Let her rip, Matt.
No, I want to hear what you think because I did it. I did it at the beginning of the interview session, so I want to hear your
I'll just jump in and Aaron can pick up. Okay. We all grew up in LA. Aaron and I went to college together, started writing together there, and the year that we kind of sold our first thing and made it in Hollywood, the script we wrote made it onto this thing called The Blacklist. And Matt's screenplay also made that list. And Twitter did this Q&A with the writers of that list that year. And a lot of the questions were being answered like the same way. Like, what were your influences? And Matt and I were both like Cool Runnings and Terminator and like just all these different 90s things. And he hit me up. We actually kind of knew each other from just like living in LA and through family friends. And immediately kind of just became like great, like just kind of finished each other's sentences, all this shit. We would smoke weed and have gummies together and just became homies. And then Matt, brought Fairfax and was like, yo, I think there's a fun idea to do an animated show on Fairfax. And I just, from growing up in LA, like immediately knew what that was in my mind. Told Aaron, I was like, Aaron, my buddy Matt, who he had kind of heard about by this point, has this fun idea. I think we should meet him. I think there's something here. Aaron was like, I don't fucking trust this dude. What is this dude trying to shoehorn his way in?
I do not trust him.
Exactly. Still to this day doesn't trust him. But no, it quickly became all love. And the Fairfax part was really like us wanting to do a show about our middle school experience and what it felt like growing up loitering literally on Fairfax and watching this block kind of evolve into what it is now, which is this big kind of hub of fashion culture and food culture and make an animated show that poked fun at this generation, that was able to tell stories about things that just weren't on TV yet, like, oh, in this world, it's not the football team that's popular, it's the esports team. That just all these storylines started coming out of it that felt really sticky to us. And that, guys, please hit me up. Add if I missed anything. We'll try to give you the short version. That's how long that was, Tammy.
Teddy, you did amazing. Congratulations on season 2, guys. Matt, what would you like to say to your diehard fans who've already seen season 1, who is overly excited for season 2? What would you like to say to them? What can they brace themselves for?
I think they can brace themselves for just bigger, badder, funnier, crazier, more guest stars, and I think we're really going to tug at your heartstrings this season in a great way.
In a great way. Aaron, what about people who may have just seen the trailer and may not seen season 1 yet, but they want to go along this journey with you guys? What would you like to say to the newcomers?
I think that our show is like incredibly universal and really speaks to everyone. It's, if you grew up in middle school, we always talk about what it's like to be a teenager, and something that we always say is, no matter how big of an issue it is, if it's an argument with your parents, if you owe your friend $5, everything when you're a teenager, it's life or death.
Yes.
The stakes are so incredibly high. And I think that that's present in every single one of our stories. And it's fully relatable. And I think we can also all relate to, like, the kids in our show trying to cop latrine gear and, like, fall into the latest fashion trends. We all experience the exact same thing. For us, it was just, collecting Pogs and Beanie Babies. And so I really do think that there's something for everyone. And if they give it a shot, they'll really be like, holy shit, this does remind me of my childhood. And what it really does feel authentic to the plight of being a kid.
And if you don't want to watch season 1, jump right in. The water's warm. We're going to update you on what's been going on within the first 2 minutes. We do a very good job of it. And if you want to just catch right up with everybody, go for it. But I would also say, hey, slow your roll. Season 1 is great. Go back, watch season 1, enjoy it. You still have a week. You still have 9 days. Watch it.
June 10th on Prime Video. And Teddy, while I have you, what would you like to say to your cast and crew?
I love you. They're just the best. I'm so lucky to have worked with all of them. The cast are just some of the funniest improvisers I've ever met, that we've ever met. And the crew are some of the most hardworking, creative people we've ever met. They're just, everybody's a joy to work with on this show.
Yeah. It's like, thank you for making us look very smart. That's what we'll say.
And thank you for making a show during COVID, because, you know, there's no like asterisk before the show that tells you that this show was made during COVID, but it does throw production for a loop, and all the crew members and cast members who had to record in like their own little home booths that looked like a weird little puppet show thing. Like there's so many people that kind of bent over backwards to make it work. And so I want to say thanks again.
Yeah, you haven't lived or experienced anxiety until you've tried to help Billy Porter set up a satellite microphone the day he is nominated for Television Award, because it's like you feel like you're in the Hurt Locker, because you just want to keep him in a good headspace and get the best thing. But he's, you know, sometimes like you got these little pieces and we're trying to explain to you like how.
I love it.
Yeah.
So thank you to him and to everybody else that set up a fucking satellite microphone in their own kitchen, because without that, we wouldn't be here today.
You guys are a load of fun, and congratulations on season 2 of Fairfax. Thank you for your value time today. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thanks, Tammy. Thanks for watching the show and telling people about it.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Take care.